Well, with a TED Talk, the one of the very specific features of that particular platform is that you have to have one core central message. And everything in your 8, 12, 18 minutes worth of your talk has to lead to that one key takeaway. So for people who want to be on a TED stage, they have to think, well, not just, well, I want to tell my story and I want to tell people how to do this better. That's okay. But what's the final destination? What's the main takeaway message that you want to be able to say? Anybody who listens to my talk, if they don't remember anything else, remember this. So start with that first, choose that first, and then back in and figure out what you want your story to be or what you want your talk to be. That's very different from a work presentation where you may have to do status updates and give lots of data and financials and analytics and all those kinds of things. But I think what is most important for both of those contexts and anyone goes back to something that I mentioned earlier. And that is, think first about the impact that you want to have on your audience. Very specifically, there's 3 levels of impact that we have in every conversation. There's an emotional impact, a cognitive impact, and a behavioral impact. An emotional impact is that in the end, you want them to feel something. Excited, curious, concerned, calm, angry, happy, whatever you want. How do you want them to feel? Inspired, perhaps. Cognitive is, what do you want them to know? What do you want them to understand or to believe? Okay, so this is the fact of sorts. And then the third is, how do you want them to behave? The behavioral level of impact. What do you want them to do? What action do you want them to take? What do you want them to change for themselves in mental behaviors or physical behaviors, verbal behaviors? So, and every conversation, every presentation that we make, we always encounter those 3 levels of impact. The problem is that the worst impact that you can have on people is none. So the best way that we can have the kind of impact we want is to plan first. TED Talk, business presentation, conversation with your mother, whatever it is, how in the end, how do you want them to feel? What do you want them to think or believe or understand? And how do you want them to behave? Make a conscious decision about that first, and then back up and decide the best path forward. What is your message going to be, and how are you going to deliver it to help them arrive there?
What's up, everyone? If you enjoyed that, then press here to watch the full unedited episode. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.